Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spider-Man on a Sony PlayStation 1. I'm One Sheep yet again.
Jonah, I have shot to the bank robbery.
Parker, shut up and dial 911. Scorpion's here, and you have to...
Okay, Scorpion's on the loose, guys. Oh, the joys. He's one of my favorite villains, actually. I quite like Scorpion.
Uh-oh, Spidey. Scorpion's headed out for old J. Jonah Jameson from day one, blaming Jameson for being stuck in his scorpion suit. Spidey had better get there quickly, or JJJ may end up in the obituaries of his own paper.
We can't be having that, can we? Anyway, this mission by here is actually a timed mission. We need to get all the way to the Daily Bugle before Scorpion's face on the top bar of the screen reaches Jonah Jameson's, good old JJ's. And for the most part, it's a pretty pathetic mission. It's really easy. It's still, like, it's the second level of the game. All the goons go down in a 3-hit combo. You know, it's quite simple. I can't complain about that. And that, I love how the homing attack sort of works, because it defies physics. I just sort of slid across that guy. Didn't kill him, but I slid towards him, and that was... It's interesting. But anyway, whenever you do, one thing I will have to say is when you get hit, it can be very annoying in this game because you will have stun animations. You get hit, you can get stun locked, and for this point in the game, it doesn't matter too much because you're gonna get hurt and you'll just sort of like, oh, okay, I'll shrug it off and I'll boop the enemies that are trying to kill me.
Hey, keep your eyes open. The sooner we take out Spider-Man, the sooner the boss pays us.
I wonder who this boss is then. Well, we'll find out in due time. Anyway, this is me making use of the dome move I mentioned at the beginning of the first part. But yeah, as I was saying, whenever you get stun locked, later on in the game it will throw you off because enemies later on become really powerful and they actually become quite a bit of a menace if you don't figure out how to deal with them. Like these normal goons by you can mindlessly just flare your arms going, I'm Spider-Man! Superhero away! Later on you're gonna have to have some form of strategy in order to survive, but I digress. That's pretty much the end of the first half of this level. To the Daily Bugle! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Spider-Man!
Listen, Gargan, it's a new millennium. Lots of high-tech. There may be some way we can get you out of that suit.
You put me in this suit. Now I'm going to make you pay.
Get over it, Gargan.
You ruined my life, so now I'll end yours.
I guess it's time for the first boss fight of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yay!
Leave him alone, Chuckles.
Butt out, webhead. Spider-Man? I asked for the police, and I get this?
Your words, Jameson, they sting. Almost as much as a scorpion stings. I'm sorry. But anyway, Scorpion Bayeux is the first boss fight, and as a result, he is actually quite an easy boss. But what you're going to want to do is get your web gloves and go in and do a 3-hit combo onto Scorpion. Whenever you do that though, try and jump out the way because he's going to try and attack you once. Now whenever he does, if he does manage to hit you once though after that, he'll be way open for you to go in for another combo. Honestly, it's an easy boss fight primarily because Scorpion doesn't even bother with you for the most part. Like, you hit him and then he'll retaliate and try to hit you. But otherwise he's pretty docile, he's going to chase after Jameson the entire time. Scorpion normally says something, but I don't know why he didn't in my footage. But basically, use your web gloves, get double damage on Scorpion, and you can pick up the furniture as well and use these as weapons. And needless to say, if Scorpion kills Jameson, it's game over, so just keep an eye on Jameson's health bar and take down Scorpion before, well, Scorpion takes down Jameson. But there he is, over and done with. Really easy boss fight.
I don't know what you're trying to pull by saving my life, but it won't work.
Oh, you're just too clever for me, JJ.
There he is, officers! The man behind the Science Expo heist! Shoot him now! Shoot him!
JJ, you are out of the wheel. I mean it this time.
Hold it, Spider-Man. I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure.
Daredevil! I haven't got time to explain.
Just tell me your side of it. I'll know if you're lying.
How am I supposed to know you're the real Daredevil?
What?
Listen, it's true. A Spider-Man made off with Octavius' new invention, but not the Spider-Man, not me. Somebody's framed me. Why? I don't know yet. And if New York's finest catch me, it may be too late.
Well, then you'd better get going. NYPD is coming fast.
That's it? You believe me?
I don't have to believe you. I know you aren't lying.
But how?
Let's just say you've got your superpowers, and I've got mine. I'll spread the word about your innocence. Not that it'll help with the cops. Good luck.
Since when have I had any? Uh-oh.
Oh yay, time for a chasing mission. One of my hardest. This is one of the hardest levels in the game for the if you don't know what to expect, because there are so many instant kill things in this mission. It is absolutely unbelievable. And huzzah for random Daredevil cameo. I like Daredevil. Shame his movie was awful, but I like the character. I really wasn't a fan of the Daredevil movie. But as you can see by here, this police helicopter is going to be shooting missiles at you. If you get caught in the blast radius of the missile, bye-bye, Spidey! You spun your last web. So do your best to keep away from it. He'll also pepper you. The helicopter will also try and pepper you with bullets which will stun you in one place. Honestly though, the mission as a whole isn't that long. No, actually, that's a lie. It is very long. It's not that hard. It's actually quite a long mission, so yeah, just fingers crossed you can get through it. Now, don't bother doing what I'm doing here, so just completely ignore all the enemies, because the enemies don't give you anything, you don't drop anything, it's not like you get any additional score for killing the police officers. Just leave them be and disappear. Just run away from the chopper. And like I said, one hit kill, so yeah, be careful of that thing. One thing I want to bring attention to though is the music. The music in this game overall is just absolutely phenomenal. I love the soundtrack of this game. I can never usually remember it though, that's the problem, but it's just got that, you can just tell it's a game based around a 90s sort of property, even though it came out in 2000 I believe, but still. It's just, I don't know, it's just got that sort of, it just sounds like a 90s thing, you know? I don't know how to explain it. Soundtrack's good, basically, and it gets your heart pumping, which is needed for something like this. Now, just like before, missiles are one-hit KO whenever you get hit by them, and this boardwalk little area by here is one of the more annoying things in the game, because this is trial and error to get through. You need to know which path to take, and for the most part, I know which path to take, but if you don't, chances are you're gonna die, as you can see by my fantastic crossfade by here. And I think that's Punisher trying to shoot me? I have no idea why the Punisher's trying to shoot me, but the Punisher is in this game, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be seeing a bit of him later on. Although this part also brings apart, actually, before I get into that, those searchlights. Don't touch those searchlights. You'll get shot, and being shot is no good, you know? But coming up shortly in this level is actually an interesting power-up you can get for Spider-Man, which will last for as long as you have a full health bar. Or as long as you have a health bar, basically. And it actually loops. You can actually keep this power-up that's upcoming for the next couple of levels. And I'm not gonna spoil what it is, because it's gonna be a few seconds away from now. It's basically in the Hobgoblin's hideout, which is not far away from you, actually. It's a few buildings across. It's actually inside that crane below. You see the Hobgoblin symbol? Go in there. It's also a comic book page inside that crane as well, so go in there for a power-up, and go in there if you want a comic book page. I believe there's one in there anyway. I actually died and I edited the death out, so I already picked up the comic book by accident, but here it is.
Gee, I wonder who those pumpkin bombs belong to.
Yeah, I bet it's not the Hobgoblin, you know. But anyway, that golden little Spidey icon gave us Spidey's armor, which looks amazing. It's really amazing, because it gives us an entire extra health bar worth of damage. And this thing will last between levels, so we have a pretty much a really good shield to last us. Unfortunately, your health won't recover between levels, I don't think. So if you have the Spidey armor, your health will stay permanently at that point, and you will not be able to recover any health from the health pickups, because obviously the armor power-up is broken as it is. If they give you the ability to heal the armor power-up, it'd be mad. But anyway, onto these cranes by here, and you're going to want to pick up as many web cartridges as possible, because it is really possible to run out of web cartridges in this game, especially if you play it the same way I do. I'm not entirely sure. I think actually doing web swinging, which... okay, I'm having a bit of issue here. Come on, go up on top of the crate. There we go. Swing across. You can, whenever you're doing your web swinging as well to go from building to building, it actually uses up your web cartridges, so... yeah, just keep aware of that. If you have no webbing, you can't swing from building to building, which means certain parts of this game are impossible without webbing. They usually give you web cartridges just before points where things are impossible, though, so I won't worry too much. Yeah, I agree with Spider-Man. Enough of the shooting, please. Thank you. Anyway, this is the easiest part of the entire stage. Just climb onto this particular column on this, your, construction thingy. I don't know the name of it. But just climb on this one column and move from left to right whenever you know the Punisher's gonna shoot at you. You'll know the Punisher's gonna shoot at you because your Spider-Man sense, Spidey sense, will start tingling out, and you'll know that'll happen because your screen will go all warped and you'll look like you've been taking drugs or something, I don't know. Can't you do any more? Can't you actually be useful, police? Stop shooting the good guy, please. Although one thing I do like about this game is the game actually gives you a reason as to why there's fog and a bottomless pit below the buildings, and that was actually explained in the first cutscene if you looked very closely. And we will be sorting that out some point in the game, so don't fret too much about that. Anyway, the chase is still on. I told you this was a long level, didn't I? Yeah. For some reason the music's disappeared. I don't know why. Normally it's a high beat, you know, bow, but... oh, there it is. There's the music. I thought my game glitched for a minute, though. It's always annoying whenever your game glitches and you can't hear the music, and... every now and then Spider-Man... well, I say every now and then. A lot of the times in this game, Spider-Man's gonna talk, and when Spider-Man talks... sometimes it's quite hard to hear him over the music. The sound design isn't the best. It suffers from what I like to call Sonic Adventure syndrome. Because if anyone's played Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, the sound design is kind of awful, where the music will pretty much always overlap the voices. It happens bits and bobs here and there in this game, but for the most part it's not too bad. I'm going to try not to talk too much over Spider-Man whenever he talks and says something interesting, although it's kind of hard for me not to, because he talks a lot during levels about certain things, like earlier on when he mentioned the Hobgoblin, you know. But hey, mission done. Yay!
Hey, you gonna pay for that tower? Uh-oh, spider sense tingling. One more step and it's a load of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
Well, it's not the most romantic proposition I've ever had.
Black Cat. Oh, I'm so glad it's you.
Good to see you too, big boy, but you got a problem. Venom's got control of the Jumbotron in Times Square. He's been ranting for hours with a message for you.
Venom's ugly face on that big screen? Now that's scary.
That's not all. Rhino's on a rampage over at Omnitech as well.
What is this, the bad guy Olympics? Look, Times Square is on the way to Omnitech. Let's find out what Venom's up to, and then we'll tackle Rhino.
The Venom Marathon continues on the biggest TV in New York. We're shouting out to the whole big rotten apple here, people.
Sad thing is, he'll probably get his own talk show for this.
So we've got this beautiful redhead. You know her. She's one of those famous bimbos. We have decided that this poor little lassie has 24 hours to live. 24 hours! Oh, by the way, her name is Mary Jane Parker.
No. Mary Jane?
So, just in case someone, I don't know who it could be, if any of you tight-wearing freaks out there want to save little Miss Fashion Model, then bring it on! Meanwhile, New Yorkers, the Venom Marathon will continue!
Listen, I realize what this means. Forget about helping me with Omnitech. I can handle Rhino.
Rhino by yourself? Thanks, Cat, but no thanks. Look, being Spider-Man has given me a lot and taken a lot away, but one thing never changes. My responsibility to use my powers for others before myself, no matter what the cost. There are innocent people at Omnitech, and they need our help right now. I won't let them down. Then I'll stop Venom. And this time, it's for the last time.
Right on, Spock. Because, you know, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, I suppose. But it's very fortunate that the police people who were chasing us, yeah, the police people, my vocabulary is amazing, isn't it? But the police that were chasing us, it's very fortunate they can't drive for shit. They just crash into the telephone pole. Oh, cool. Okay, well done. Good job, guys. You know, a coffee break, donuts all around. But anyway, let me get my words right. With that is it for part 2 of Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1, so thank you all for watching, hope you all enjoyed, don't be sheepish people, when we return next time, we'll be taking on Rhino at Omnitech, the second boss of the game. Thanks for watching people, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!